So you're thinking about living in Colorado's mountains, at least part of the time. In this video, I'm going to show you around Breckenridge, Colorado, using the Google Maps. So you can get your bearings, see kind of where the different neighborhoods are, and I'll show you some different price points of homes and condos so you can see what might fit your budget. And if you stick around until the end, I'll show you the best kept secret about Breckenridge. You're not going to want to miss this, and we're going to get after it right now. Your first time in living in Colorado's mountains and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Colorado's mountains, then you'll want to subscribe and tap the bell below for notifications so you can stay on top of the current market conditions here in Colorado's mountains. I'm Julia Regan with the Living in Colorado's Mountains team, and we get calls every day from people just like you. So if you're looking to move in 9 days or 9 months, or maybe you already own, we'd be happy to help. You can find all of our contact information in the description box below, and we're going to get after showing you around Breckenridge right now. And here we are going to show you. I'm going to move this around so we can move that stuff, but I wanted to show you, just the overview of Breck. Main Street Breckenridge runs north and south, pretty much. You can see Highway 9. Here is the golf course, which is on the north end of Breckenridge, and then Blue River, which is south of Breckenridge, just kind of right south of Breck. It's not super long, super big. Most of the neighborhoods, most of the areas kind of run either on the east side or on the west side of Main Street. It's kind of a good way to get your bearings as you're going through town. But I'm gonna just kind of draw here Breck, and first, hang on, let me show you. We'll come closer in here, but you can see where the gondola is right here. Here's Breck, and all around, see, this is all where the properties are, which is not very big. A lot of times people think, oh gosh, you come to Main Street Breckenridge and it might feel a little crowded. I'm drawing around the ski area right now, so you can see where that is. But Breckenridge, actually Summit County, where Breckenridge is 80% national forest. This is the national forest right around in here where the ski area is. So that isn't even sort of town properties. So all of this area right here is what you'll find in Breckenridge. This is Peak 7 there. This is the golf course, which is awesome. The golf course properties are a little bit larger lots, a little bit more expensive than Peak 7, but it's kind of the north side of town. One thing that's awesome about the north side of town is that you don't have to drive through town every time you're trying to go somewhere. I mean, if you want to go to the ski area, that's one thing. But if you're trying to go to the grocery store or go to the airport, which don't go to the airport if you don't have to, we have a lot of shuttles for that. There's 20 different kinds of shuttle services that you can get, and you don't have to go back and forth. That trip can take you usually about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. Sometimes it can take 5 hours. So you want to be careful about your driving to the airport if you don't have to unnecessarily. I'll show you here that it's really only, kind of 2 turns from Breckenridge. You take Highway 9 north to I-70, and then you head down to the Front Range Denver area, just right along I-70. Of course, you can head through Fairplay on 285 if that was something that you needed to do to avoid I-70 for some reason. There's a route that way as well. But usually it's pretty easy to get around Breckenridge and through Breckenridge. Obviously, we have certain days that we want to be aware of traffic. Friday afternoons, skier traffic. Sunday afternoons, heading back to the Front Range, skier traffic again. But there's ways to avoid it, and that's part of the reason a lot of people own property in Breckenridge, so you don't have to sit in traffic. This is, like I said, 285, but I'm going to zoom back in so you can kind of see some of the areas a little bit more closely as Breck goes. I'm just sharing my screen here so you guys can see, but I want you to see some things that are kind of important to know. The east side, which has western facing views, so you get to see the ski area, which is awesome, is the Highlands. Then you get past the Highlands. Oh, that's the UPS store. In Wellington, these properties are still in town, right up Wellington Road. There's a couple little branches of neighborhoods in here. This is kind of the historic district, right in downtown Breck, right around here. That's sort of the historic district. But as you come up Wellington, there is some local housing further up Wellington Road, but you can get into a lot of neighborhoods that will head up towards Baldy Mountain. A lot of those neighborhoods, like I said, have great views. They also have they're a little bit more affordable. You can get a 2-bedroom condo for $800,000. And the beauty of that area on the Wellington side, up Baldy, all on the east side of town, has the bus. Some of it's the town bus, some of it is the Summit stage, but the bus system is fantastic, and it's something you definitely want to utilize if at all possible in Breckenridge. Summit County is actually the largest free bus system in the country, so it's definitely something that you can use to get around, to go skiing, to go shopping, to go out to dinner. Lots of different options with that. But I'm going to show you now the west side of Breckenridge, which is going to have properties that are kind of closer to something maybe ski in, ski out. If you're looking for that, right along the gondola here, we have Shock Hill, which is amazing single family homes. They actually have their own gondola stop. Those range from $5-6 million on up. So that's not something for everybody. If that's not for you, there's a lot of great condo options, or some other single family home areas. Not as many single family homes on this side of the ski resort because it's just a lot more condos. And that's something where you're going to find, like I said, ski in, ski out. One Ski Hill Place, that's at the base of Peak 8. That is kind of, most luxurious condo complex. The amenities are amazing. They have some awesome hot tubs, swimming pools, covered swimming pool that's actually a glass ceiling that you can look out to the ski area. So that's pretty fun too. And then, Grand Lodge, Peak 7, these are stops for the gondola. But you'll find most, like I said, condos. And then if you head a little bit further south, and you head a little bit out of town, just south of town, this is the first section here is Columbine, which has some condos right there. But then if you head up Broken Lance, there's more single family homes. The bus system runs into that neighborhood as well. So that's fantastic. It's not always year round, so you want to check that out. But if you head south of Breckenridge towards Blue River is just south of Breckenridge. Again, everything just kind of goes right along Highway 9. So easy enough to find your way here. Blue River has short-term rental licenses available. They don't have any restrictions on licensing for short-term rentals. So that is something that if you're looking for a short-term rental property, is something to really hone in on that area for a home. And most of those are single family homes in the Blue River area, price point starting about $1 million going up to $2 million. There are some other kind of smaller neighborhoods right behind Goose, Pasture, Tarn, our reservoir. This is our reservoir right here. And you can see it's a big, huge reservoir that if you own property in Blue River, you get access to private fishing rights. You can kayak, paddleboard, some of those fun things that you might want to do on the Tarn. And some houses along there are going to be a little bit more expensive. Spruce Valley Ranch has some larger lots that has some definitely larger homes, price point of maybe starting a little over 3 million and upwards from there, maybe topping out at 8 or 9 million. But some really awesome things to look at if you're looking for something really close to Breckenridge, but also has some more privacy. The views too are really spectacular from those properties. You know, Breckenridge is just about 9 miles south of I-70. It's overall really easy to get to. That's one of the reasons we're also so popular, but there are ways around that. Dealing with the traffic, you don't have to sit in it when you own a property here. That's the best kept secret about being in Breckenridge, is you can utilize the bus, these certain neighborhoods, finding out which ones have the town bus. Those run year round and more frequently. So that's a really handy thing, and probably something that makes Breckenridge so user-friendly for families, for even if you want to just go ski by yourself and leave your family at home. Breckenridge offers a way to get around, and often people think it has a lot of traffic, but there are ways around that, and that's the bus. And I hope to see you in the high country soon. Thanks for tuning in to Living in Colorado's Mountains.